Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I'm Mark First. Absolutely. I'm Mark First, President and CEO of United Way of Central Maryland, and I declare this a beautiful day in Baltimore. And not just because of what's going to happen across the street at Camden Yards at 5:37 p.m. today when the Orioles trounce the Tigers, right? Go O's! But it's a beautiful day in Baltimore because in about 15 minutes, 2,200 of our neighbors struggling to overcome homelessness and poverty are going to walk through those doors with you and receive the critical services they need, all in one place, all in one day, overcoming barriers that can sometimes seem so insurmountable to them. And what's really great is that when they walk through the doors, they're going to meet an amazing group of compassionate people who will not turn them away, who will not shun them, but are going to welcome them, listen to them, become their friends and advocates, and help them get all the personalized assistance that they need. It's my honor to welcome all of you, Baltimore's best, to our third annual Project Homeless Connect. Now, you may not know this, but Project Homeless Connects happen all around the country, and they have for years. We didn't have one in Baltimore until 2012, when 975 participants came to receive services. And I would suggest to you, if you Google Project Homeless Connect, you're going to see that they exist in San Francisco and Denver and Detroit and Nashville and Omaha and Minneapolis and dozens and dozens and dozens of other cities. But guess what? Even though that we're new to the game, this is only our third year. Last year, we were the largest Project Homeless Connect in the United States. And I challenge all of us to make us smaller next year. Let's get people out of line. Let's get people IDs. Let's get them jobs. We don't want to serve more. We want to serve fewer, and that's exactly why we're here. This day wouldn't be possible without the compassion, generosity, and teamwork of all the caregivers who are here, the volunteers, the students, the businesses, our partners in government who are fantastic, including the Mayor's Office of Human Services, the Sheriff's Department, Baltimore Fire Department, Police Department, all of you, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. The work that you're going to do is going to change the odds. Remember 975 guests 2 years ago? This year, we've already distributed tickets to 2,200 participants on the 3 shifts that we're going to be serving. All of them either don't have a place to call home presently or are at risk of losing it due to poverty. So we're going to keep our remarks very short today, and there are just a couple of guests that I'd like to bring up to the podium to welcome you as well. First and foremost, the Mayor of Baltimore, Stephanie Rawlings Blake, whose commitment to homelessness is unwavering. And I would call on you to look at the Journey Home, the plan to end homelessness in Baltimore City, as proof positive of that. She's the #1 advocate for homeless individuals and families in this city. And she told me personally, and I know it's true, you will not be satisfied until every homeless person in Baltimore gets a home. Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's a pleasure for me to be here with all of you. I want to acknowledge our partners. I know we have Kevin. I don't want to mess up your last name, Klages. Did I get it right? Klages? What is it? Klages? Close? From Exelon, and I want to thank your partners as well from BGE Home who are here. I want to thank Patty Brown, the chair of United Way of Central Maryland Board of Directors, and I want to thank some of our partners for Project Homeless Connect. United Way of Central Maryland and Mark First has been a great partner and a great advocate in this work. I want to thank United Way for your steadfast commitment to helping those of us in this region in need. I want to thank Exelon for the generous support of this project, Homeless Connect. And I also want to thank the Baltimore Convention Center, who is our host for today. I also want to give a special thanks to all of you, the volunteers and the service providers who are here this morning. I want to personally thank you for taking time out of your day to serve others. It is so important. We can say that we want to help, but unless we have people who have the spirit and the passion for service, all we can do is to have a need and a want. We need you to fill that need. So I want to personally thank each and every one of you and ask you to give yourselves, all the volunteers and service providers, please give yourselves a big hand. I feel so lucky and blessed to be mayor of a city that has such dedicated and concerned citizens, advocates, homeless service providers, and philanthropic and private supporters who work in partnership to help us make homelessness in Baltimore rare and brief. On any given night, nearly 3,000 people experience homelessness in Baltimore. Approximately 20% of that number is made up of families with children. This is simply unacceptable. But we're all here today because we know that homelessness can be solved. The Journey Home is our city's plan to make homelessness rare and brief. It provides a roadmap for how we will solve this complex problem. This plan unites stakeholders with common priorities to work on solutions for ending homelessness by increasing the access to affordable housing, improving access to health care, supporting and promoting sufficient incomes and employment, and providing preventive and emergency services as a safety net for those at risk or those who are experiencing homelessness. Through our efforts to implement the Journey Home, Baltimore utilized, through our efforts to implement Journey Home, Baltimore utilizes strategies like Project Homeless Connect, what we're here for today, to ensure that people experiencing homelessness are connected with much needed support services that will help them to achieve stability. Project Homeless Connect brings services and resources together in one place for the entire day. Today, people experiencing homelessness will have the opportunity to get health and dental care, legal services, housing resources, haircuts, and daycare for families with children, and so much more. Thanks to you, and because of your commitment, we anticipate that we'll be able to serve over 2,000 people today, right, Mark? Yes, 2,200. Project Homeless Connect represents one key component that is truly needed to advance the work of the Journey Home, and that's mobilizing our resources towards ending homelessness, not just managing it. My administration is working hard to grow Baltimore by 10,000 families over the next decade. And in order to grow a city, yes, you have to attract new residents, but you also have to give those who are here more reasons to stay and more opportunities to stay. And that's what we're doing here today. We're going to help some of our most vulnerable neighbors get back on their feet. And this represents an opportunity and a chance to make Baltimore better for those in our city who are facing hardship. And it gives us an opportunity to make Baltimore a place where they can truly call it home. Those who are experiencing homelessness in Baltimore are part of our community, and their well-being impacts each and every one of us. Again, I want to thank United Way, Exelon, the Convention Center, and all of you, again, for caring enough to be here today. Your commitment will help us realize a Baltimore where homelessness is truly rare and brief, hopefully one day non-existent. Again, I sincerely thank each and every one of you for your passion and your commitment and your service to your brothers and sisters here in Baltimore. Again, thank you very much.
Everybody who's going to volunteer today to be a guide, a one-on-one guide with a homeless individual or family, please raise your hand. Look at the hands. Isn't that fantastic? Thank you very much. Each of the last 2 years, most of our guides, and we have people here today from the faith community and business community and foundation community, but year after year, the group that turns out the most guides are college and university students. How many are here? Outstanding. Outstanding. Last year, Notre Dame University of Maryland had more volunteers than any other organization. And that's due to great leadership. So what I'd like to do just for a minute is bring up Dr. Mary Lou Yam, the president of Notre Dame Maryland University, to welcome all of you, especially the college students.
Good morning. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, United Way. It is so wonderful to see all of you here today to volunteer for Project Homeless Connect, especially so many of you from our colleges and universities. There is so much energy in this room. Today will be an important and powerful experience for each of you. This is a great way to put the idea of serving others into action. And this is an opportunity to make personal connections with people in our city who may be hidden to us or whom we may see on the street but not normally engage in conversation. I'd like to share with you a few of the reflections expressed by some of our students who participated in Project Homeless Connect last year. When asked what they learned about themselves from the experience, students mentioned, people are willing to open up to you when you allow them to without bias. Respect is everything. Not everyone who is homeless does not have a home. People have the ability to remain positive in hard situations, and we can help each other no matter what. Homelessness is a chronic and persistent problem in our city. Your presence and the kindness and attention you will show our guests speaks volumes about how people experiencing homelessness are important members of our community. They are deserving of human dignity and respect. So thank you again for taking time out of your busy lives, your jobs, your classes, to be here with us today. Education is in part about learning to serve, or as we tell our students at Notre Dame, making an effort to transform the world. You are needed today, and it is great to see all of you here helping to make Baltimore a better and more welcoming place for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Lou. And again, thanks to all the colleges and universities for sending so many of our volunteers today. Events like this would simply not be possible if we didn't have corporate support, and there are many companies represented here and who have helped fund this wonderful enterprise today. But our lead sponsor is Exelon Corporation, which you may know also as Constellation, BG, and BGE Home. On behalf of the business community, I'd like to welcome Kevin Klages, President of BGE Home, to say hi to everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mark. Are we going to make a difference today or what? Yes. This is overwhelming and awesome. On behalf of Exelon, we are proud, honored, and humbled to serve today, to sponsor today, Project Homeless Connect. Being engaged in the community is really part of our DNA at Exelon. It's part of our value system. It's what we do. We expect all of our team members in the Exelon family to serve, to give back to the communities. And it's just overwhelming to see the people here in this room today. We have across the company representation from Exelon, from BGE, from Constellation, and from BG Home. And I just want to give a shout out to all and thank them very much for today for volunteering. But today is really about a movement about changing the odds for families who are facing homelessness. Very difficult thing. And I just want to again thank Mark first, the United Way team, thank the mayor, the city of Baltimore for what they're doing, and applaud them for pulling this amazing event together. So thank you. But most importantly, we want to thank all the volunteers here. And it's especially really cool to see all the youth here today. You know, we're going to feel good at the end of the day that, you know what, we're helping people in need. We're going to feel good that we made an impact. But this isn't going away. This is a challenge that we have here in this community, homelessness. And I love hearing the mayor saying she wants to stamp this thing out. But it's going to take all of us together, working together to make this thing happen. And this is a start today, and we appreciate everybody's energy and passion. And thank you very much.
Okay, the doors are going to open in just a few minutes. I'd lastly call up Ms. Patty Brown, President of Johns Hopkins Healthcare, and the President of the Board of United Way of Central Maryland, to welcome all of you.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Baltimore! Good morning, Oriole fans! What a weekend in Baltimore, and what a way to start it today. All of us here helping each other. I had the opportunity to walk into the doorway after, the last hour and a half, people lining up to see you, to get help from you. This is about families. I saw families waiting in line for the services that we're going to provide today. Feel really good about what you're about to do. You're going to touch hearts and change lives. And on behalf of all of our speakers, on behalf of the United Way, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So Mark, let's get going.
Who's ready to change lives? Who's ready to change lives? Watch out. The life you change may be your own.